Welcome back to the Iron Insight. Thank you for starting your week off right with the Iron Insight every Monday morning at 4 a.m. I'm Bryn Welds,
And I'm Andrew Nichols with Southern Leatherworks.
and today we're sitting down with Chad from Sunset Steel Shop out there in, did you say Oceanside?
Oceanside, California. That's right.
Nice. So, you kind of, every morning when I hop on TikTok, you live on my For You page. So I figured it's about time we get you on.
Yep.
That's right.
So
That's right. I appreciate it, man.
Can you tell us like a little bit about how you got your start into the industry and I guess when you started? Because you haven't been posting videos for too long.
No, man. So like they were saying, I'm Chad. I'm over here. I run through the Sunset Steel Shop on the social media, but I run Ace Welding out here in Oceanside, and I started at Ace Welding a few years back. Prior to that, I've had welding jobs, little side this, mainly project management. I helped run a lot of crews out there in Sacramento, California, a lot with Beale Air Force Base and some of the different contracting jobs, but I never got into the fabrication shops. I did a lot of field, I did a lot of running crews, and about 4 years back, I just decided to make a change. I moved out here to Oceanside, decided to park the bike and stop getting in trouble. I'm one of those, second chance, third, fourth chance types of guys. Always did great in the industry, had a career, had a crew going for 6 months to a year, go great, and then would lose it all. So here I decided I'm gonna go ahead and actually dial in and get everything I wanted. So I talked to the owners here when I came, started as a helper, and said, hey, what do you guys want to do with this shop? How can we change this shop? Ace Welding, a little background, Foresight. They started with MRC, and if you're not familiar, they're the second largest solar installation company in California. They do all the schools, all the courthouses. They put all the parking lot canopies with solar on top.
Yep.
So come here, man. I got to talk with them, say, what do you guys want to do? And they gave me that dream spec, and it's off to the races from there.
That's awesome.
I actually heard you when I was tuned into your live the other day. I heard you talking about the parking lot canopies with solar that Walmart is installing or they want to install. And you were like, man, you think about how many Walmarts there are and how big their parking lots are. That's like job security time and a half is what you were saying.
Well, it is. It's crazy if you think about it, because we already have the school district job. That right there is our breaking and saving grace from fortune to famine. You know what I mean? Like that is the job that we are trickling down every single day. We're finishing off schools. So a lot of the beams and columns you'll see in any of my videos are going into schools. So if you go by any school in California, any school, and you see a parking lot cover in the parking lot with the solar on top, 99% chance that came out of my shop. So
That's
we're already trickling away at that. Yeah, like it's cool. So we're already trickling away at that. So I'm like, dude, give me the Walmarts, give me the Sam's Clubs, give me the it's just such huge parking lots. It'd be insane. So we're starting to touch into Walmarts. We've done some of them, but that whole account is that's such a large coverage. So when they make that decision, that's a big trigger to pull,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do you maintain your like positive, energetic personality while you're in the shop?
I wish I had an easy answer for you all, dude. Like I am severely ADHD if you haven't noticed yet.
No kidding.
I can't stop moving, man.
Oh, it's great. I love it. I think that's the best part about your videos, how you're moving around, jumping around, excited, getting in guys' faces, pumping them on, and even if they fuck up a weld bead, you're in their face, making it funny, having a good time. I think it's great.
And it's what it's about. Just everything was a choice, and I hear that. You hear that all through life. Everything's a choice, guys. And you're like, yeah, whatever. All right, cool. But it's true, man. Like I woke up every day for a long time just pissed off, and I thought that's the way I should be, like I'm a taller guy, bigger guy, just be mad. People think you're hardcore and just be that guy. And I wanted to be that cool guy. So I made a choice to be an idiot for years. So why not make a choice to throw a smile on my face? Literally, even if it's a lie, even if you're faking it till you make it with that smile, a couple hours in, bro, you're not faking it as much. You just got to hold it on there for a little bit, bro. Just throw that smile on. How you doing? I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing fucking great. Yeah. Put that smile on, and before you know it, you're not pretending no more. And then you're enjoying the day, and then your smile is infectious. So your boys at the shop are smiling, and you can have fun with this. You can make sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and do things efficiently while still having a great time. you know, and I just noticed that, man. You make that choice and just be happy and come in with it. And I get pissed, man. This smile gets like, them teeth start gritting more, you know, and the smile gets bigger. And, you know, you can't tell what I'm saying because I can't open my mouth. It's going to be okay. No, it all depends, bro. You just gotta make that choice, bro.
Or actually, I think it was earlier this morning when I was looking through some of your videos, I saw this. The caption on it was "impatient preheat," and you were dual wielding weed burners, preheating one of your
To
beams.
preheat them.
Gotta get it. 150 right now. I need that hot now.
And you know, it's Flux Gang is like, that's kind of your saying, right?
Yeah, no. Flux Gang. That was the wife right there, man. A while back, she got going with that. I'm like, that's right.
So
So that's our stuff. You know what I mean? That's the
no flux given.
I mean, that's
good.
Flux Gang gear, bro. That's our community right here, man. That's that.
Is that all you guys run? Is Flux Core?
Primarily, yes, in shop. You know, like we fabricate for erecting crews. You know, for MRC or the crews that are putting them up. So they do a lot of stick and some suitcase flux out there, but in shop, yeah, we run all dual shield. We got all XMT 450s through Miller. Run those bad boys. We got the vacuum setups, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond Spark 1/16 or 045 wire. It's just we're trying to get 5/16 welds like and plus. So why even mess with it, man? Give it a little finesse, and they're doing it all day.
Right. How many people is there at Ace Machine Shop? Is that what you said?
Ace Welding and Fabrication in Oceanside. There's 16 people in house. Okay, 7 welders, 2 operators, a couple helpers. You know, I got a welder, a welding supervisor that kind of keeps track of all the guys' quality and make sure to do the technical training. You guys see him in the videos, Papa Pat with the big beard. So he was helping run this shop when I came over here and took over. And he's been helping me run it ever since. You know, he's youngster. He's right around your all's age, and he was came here for his first welding job while waiting for that call from the union. Went union. They ended up doing the rope-a-dope on him, and he just went to a department he didn't want to get stuck at. So he came back, and now he's doing it. He's doing it.
There you go.
I'm happy for that kid right there. It's good.
It seems like super flexible. Like the owners kind of give y'all free reign in the shop and just are like, you handle it and we'll handle this side.
Well, no, he has me running the whole, like, he says, here's your emails. Like, if I talk to him during the day, that's by a choice. You know what I mean? He sends us all the emails. I have access to the big MRC website and their data link and drop boxes and stuff to where I can see all their jobs, all their specs. I can print up any blueprints. I'm help them do all the shipping. So everything from when they order it to when I'm shipping it out to when I'm confirming inspection and that it gets erected, he gave me the shop. You know, he gave me the shop. He's like, this is you. And it took a long time to get that, though. Don't get me wrong. I was foreman, you know, that foreman role for like a year. And then finally he said, hey, man, I'm going to hand it over. So only thing
that's a lot of trust.
Yeah,
that's a lot of trust from a business owner. That's crazy.
Well, dude, the first year that we were running it for him, gave him the best year in like the past 10.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Without adding any new accounts. You know what I mean? Like literally just maximizing what he's doing, changing up the staff. You know, they used to only hire convicts. Literally, everyone that worked here was a convict, straight out of prison or parolee or something. And sad to say, that's how I got my job. You know, I was fresh out of prison. So he's like, oh, he didn't even ask me about my welding past. He's just like, okay, what prison did you go to? All right, yeah, you're hired. that was the old manager. I'm like, all right, but you know, it just now I noticed that these youngsters are eager. All these kids, man, are coming out of welding school and they're getting told that they're going to get paid this much, and they don't realize that it's a grind. And a lot of these shops are saying, well, I need experience. You can't come work here yet. You got to go get experience. They're like, well, where the hell do I get the experience? So that's what I'm trying to do here, man. All my kids are in the first year of welding for their career, and I'm trying to just turn out as many able-bodied, young, eager welders as possible. Like these guys, they don't skip steps now. They don't try to fix stuff before I get there. Sometimes, King. Sometimes they do. But for the most part, you know, these guys are going to be studs when they go to a new job site and people give them something to sink their teeth into.
Yeah.
Matt had said that when you get like offered a little machine on the TikTok shop or something like that, most of the time you'll end up giving it away to a younger welder once you make that video and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
And yeah, we don't need all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need all that stuff. You need how many little 135 flux core welders do you need in your garage, man? I love the promotion side. It's cool, and I love that. Send all that stuff. That's awesome, man. But like just 2 months ago, I got to give 13 welders away.
That's
13
awesome.
welders. I gave every one of my staff a welder on a big raffle giveaway for all of them. And then I gave 5 people on their raffle giveaway online. And then, yesterday morning, we got to give away a pipeliner cloud hood, an angle grinder, a toolbox backpack, bunch of stuff, And the kid that won was on my live yesterday morning at 5, and he's a young kid in welding school. So now we're sending that pipeliner cloud hood to my buddy PK, and he's going to custom paint it and send it to the kid. And, it's cool, man. That's my pay it forward. That's my 13th step. That's all that stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's pretty sweet. I saw one of your guys there had a hood, couldn't make the respirator fit in it, chopped his hood up around the respirator, like vents right here, the filters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was Luscious Luca, man. He got creative.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but we have some fun with it, man. But it's just nice, and anytime I can give back or hook people up, like I want to be, and it sounds funny, but I want to be that like Rolodex for whatever you may need in this industry, man. You need a high level top level inspector. You need this. You need to get certified, and you're in this state. You're looking for work in this state. You're looking for whatever the case may be, a school, or what do I do for my CW? Okay, I need a new fresh air system. Who can I go to, and what kind of discount code you got? I want to have that. I want to have that in my back pocket. Like I can get people discounts through like Brunt or Redback or Optrel or, any of these Art Captain and Yes Welder. And, I'll get them on Everlast. I got a coupon code. I got all kinds of Sunset coupon codes. I'm just trying to stack that up just to be able to help whoever.
How'd you get your start, like in the industry in the beginning? Because you said you've been with Ace for a couple years now, and you had all kinds of jobs like out in the field before. But what about that first job? How'd you know that was what you wanted to do?
So that's where it was funny, man. It wasn't welding itself that got me into it. I loved welding. I thought it was fun, but I never thought about that as a career, except for like customizing stuff. Like my first welding gig was I worked on a trailer with my dad in the middle of the desert in Desert Hot Springs with some dude that pulled up with a truck and a big old generator and this little stick welder. And I had to, we broke the trailer, so we had to fix the trailer. That was my first welding setup right there. But other than that, I more adhered to the erecting side of it, people putting stuff up and like seeing jobs get completed with steel. And then when I was doing the contracting for the Air Force Base, that was fun. I got to work with the ground guys and a lot of the welders there, and I was running the crew of them, and it was a blast. I never got to see everything from start to finish like that in a big scale. And it was military, so it was an Air Force Base, and they had a big airstrip, and they were rebuilding a bomb town area. And it was just cool. So from there, I got more into the project management. I kept diving into that, and I wanted to find ways to grow with that. And then went back to prison again, man.
Huh. Did you go
starting out, man, it was all just little side jobs, honestly. Like I never got to go and be like, oh, I went to NASCO and just grew from there. Like this company 4 years ago was when I started diving in to actually seeing this side of it. And it changed my mind from being a field crew guy. Like I was always thinking, no, I want to run multiple crews out in the field. I want to be that foreman. I want to be that guy. And now I'm coming to the fact that I'm seeing I can do so much more right now from in-house starting off than I could the other way. So it's cool.
Are you from Cali originally?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Huh.
We're at in California.
I was born down in Desert Hot Springs.
Okay.
Down by Palm Springs. So down by there I was raised. I through Inland Empire and then went up towards north up in Vallejo area, Vacaville, California for a bit. But running those crews and stuff, that moved me all over. Like I went from Vacaville, California to Texas, went out to San Angelo area for Goodfellow Air Force Base, and then went from Goodfellow Air Force Base. I was up in upstate New York, Syracuse, You know, went all the way out to Arizona. Not all the way out. It's on the midway coming back. But, you know, from New York, Texas, Arizona, and I always end up coming back to Cali. It's just where it brings me back to, man.
That's pretty cool.
Vacaville has a huge prison, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they got Solano right there. And they also have the mental health facility next to it.
I'm pretty sure there's a serial killer I watched a documentary on that's in there.
Manson, man. That's where Manson was.
Really?
Yeah, that's where Manson was. Hey, that place is right down the street from my mom's house. And that's like the nice side of town. That's like one of the nice areas.
Oh, good grief.
That's crazy.
But
Do you know, like, so where you're at now, is that south, north, east, or west of Whittier? Do you know? Because that's where my family's from, so that's really all I'm familiar with.
We're about like 45 minutes coastal going to the coast from there.
Gotcha.
I don't know what that would be called. That would be considered kind of southwest, south and west. You know what I mean? Like it's like down and that over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're very close, man. We're within an hour from most places right there.
So are most of the guys in the shop, are they certified, or do you have to be, or what's like the procedures look like, and how were those made?
So with our fab shop, you have to be certified to work on anything production. Okay. Every single piece that we do is all inspection. So first thing they do, if they are not certified when they come in, is we got to get them a 2G bend test, limited 3/8. We get them certified with that. Then they're able to start over at our gusset table. Okay. So we run it up over. They start doing a whole bunch of basic fillets, 9 3/4 long, just all day. Okay. All day. They are running gussets. They are running gussets all day. Once they get done running their gusset and they get a little more proficient with it, we bring them over to beams. They start doing a little fit up. They start putting jigs. They start using their clips, bent clips, straight top tabs, OTs. They're just doing all the little fixtures for decking and solar to go on top.
Okay.
Then that's when they start working on, you know, their ability, their speed, accuracy, using jigs, doing a little bit of fit up. Then I move them to columns where I start handing them blueprints. By the time they get there, we're going to need to get them a 3G cert. You know, we can also get them a 4G, but we'll never have to have them use it. But we get them that after they've been here about 6 months to a year so they could take that cert with them. We do all in-house certs until you have been here for about 6 months to a year, and then we will pay for you to get a cert you could take with you, usually 3G. And that was what Luscious Luca and myself just did a couple weeks back.
Nice. It sounds like a pretty like good worked out system that you have going on there on how they can progress over time.
It is now. It definitely is now. You know, they used to hire experienced welders. So where they would throw you kind of mattered on what they thought your ability was. With how we're doing it now, it doesn't matter where your ability is, man. I'm going to have you do this system. You know, you are going to do this and get good at it and get right at it. So I know no matter what, there's no one over there that is not proficient at what I'm asking them to do. And it's not going to be outside of a time frame that I know works with my schedule. Because I am hey, come on. Okay, you're done with that? Cool. On to the next. Let's do active rest. Go sweep something. Don't just stand there. You know, don't just bullshit. I want you to progress. And you just getting just enough done is not going to progress you. You know, if you're watching the clock and you're just trying to get your project done, you're not going to grow as an individual. But you need to either add more duties to your day so you can grow with it, or add something else, you know, start getting more proficient at a different technique, you know?
Yeah. I like that active rest. That's a pretty good comment. Find something to sweep. I find myself doing that, like, okay, I don't want to move to the next big thing, but right now I can sweep. Right now I can pick up some trash. Right now I can throw away some stuff. So
go blow out your gun, man. Hey,
there you go.
You got some time? Cool.
Yep.
Go blow out your whip, dude. You know, like there's stuff you can do that is productive. And if anyone caught you at any moment looking at you, they'll be like, okay, yeah, he's active. And it will benefit something, you know?
Absolutely.
Right.
It's a good way to put it.
You got to, but yeah, man, I got a lot of buddies, you know, that were in the very beginning when I was deciding what I wanted to do with my career and stuff. They were starting, you know, a couple of them went pipeline, a couple of them went out to like Louisiana. And I've always dealt with a lot of injuries, you know. I thought I was a cool biker for a long time. So doing that just set welding for me, I knew I had to listen to my body. I cannot do rigid stance for that long. I got to keep moving. And so I was able to find my way. So I went more layout, fit up, QC, and now I'm doing inspector route. You know, I'm all signed up. I got my CWI books. I'm all studying for that. My test is next year in Long Beach.
That's awesome.
So,
heck yeah.
Are you nervous at all?
Hell no, man. Hell no. This is what we do. This is what we do. You know, you make a choice and you dive in, bro. You know, you get that little bit of nerves when you get a new blueprint before you make that first cut, or, you know, you make that first weld, or, you know, you decide to cut a 40-foot stock for your first piece of material and you're hoping you're right. That's about as much nerves as I got with this. Pulling that trigger, spending that $3,200, you know, yeah, it's a hit. And $1,000 to retake a part of it. 70% pass rate. Oh shit. Yeah, you get a little nerves, you know, but this is what I know I want. I'm gonna have this. That CWI is just something I am gonna have. So
nice.
that's what we'll do.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. And I know you're tight on time, so we'll end on a good note with that. But one thing we ask every guest before we end each episode is what is your favorite genre of music to listen to while you work or
we are either gonna go older rock. We're gonna go like some Alice in Chains, Spotify radio or something, or we're gonna go like some reggae. Give me some Sublime, give me some stuff like that, you know, going some little reggae rock.
Nice. We appreciate your time. To everybody listening, we'll put Chad's social media links in the show notes, as well as the Everlast Welders upgraded Nova torch and foot pedal for my link, and Edge Welding Cups discount code in the link as well. And Andrew?
And head on over to southernleatherworks.net. Links also in the show notes for custom welding hoods, belts, and other leather goods. And my Everlast link will be in the notes as well. Mr. Chad, we really appreciate you coming on, taking your time this morning. It's always a blast watching your videos, and it's even better to get to meet you.
That's awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys for having me on. And, dude, keep your chin up and your head down, man. Let's do this.